Children are an important resource in any country's future development, and so they need to be nurtured in a way that would help them grow into responsible citizens. This, therefore, means that all services for children should be delivered in a way that takes account of their psychosocial well-being, which includes, among others, the participation of children in issues affecting them, as well as ensuring that children are safe and secure. It is against this background that a certificate course in community-based work with children and youth was developed from a partnership between the Regional Psychosocial Support Initiative, REPSSI, and the United Nations Children's Fund, East and Southern Africa Regional Office.
The main objective of the project is twofold: to mainstream psychosocial support into the education system through two training programs. One of them is the Teacher's Diploma course in psychosocial support, and the other training course is the Community Certificate course in psychosocial support. These are the two programs that are being undertaken by the MPACE project, the Mainstreaming and Psychosocial Support project. The idea is to get the school system to train teachers who are already working as teachers in the school system in psychosocial support, so that they are able to address issues that affect children, issues of child abuse, issues of, being marginalized and all those issues of trauma as a result of being orphaned and all those such issues. Okay. And then the community certificate course is aimed at empowering or enlightening the community to be able to attend to those kind of children and youth that are affected by trauma, affected by issues of abuse, all forms of abuse.
Prior to the graduation or the training that was recently conducted by REPSSI in partnership with the University of KwaZulu-Natal of South Africa and Mindolo Ecumenical Foundation in Kitwe in Zambia, some students and mentors shared their experience on the course.
To me, this is an opportunity to be in police service and to be one of the graduates. Really, I'm really proud of that. And really, before I started this course, even the way I was handling cases, it was different from the way I'm handling now. Previously, I thought that corporal punishment is the best punishment for children, but now I'm learning that it is really a crime.
Before this course, I never knew how to handle children. It was really very difficult. I just thought I never used to involve them in anything. I thought I was the best. I could detect all what they could do. Now this time around, I have come to learn that I need to create a platform where the children also have their voices.
Bantu sebenzoziva how to help their children, or helping the children to grow healthy, active, and so on. But this time around, it is helping because the information has been disseminated in the community to say, if it's to raise a child in a normal way, we have to talk to the children. Also, we have to at least give chance to the children to explore, also giving their ideas.
Before the REPSSI program, the children were suffering. You could see children being victims of abuse, children being defiled, and so on and so forth, at family level, even at community level itself. So with the introduction of the REPSSI program, we saw a change in the way we were able to look at some of these cases, how we can advise, how we can go about protecting the rights of the children, and so on and so forth. So there has been that great change, the shift in the manner that we handle children as institutions as well as families.
The students, before the coming of REPSSI, my students are already attached to some organizations. The way they used to handle some issues, for example, I have one student who is dealing with child funds and dealing with youths. Now the way he used to handle issues before the coming of REPSSI was different. But with the coming of REPSSI, he's changed the approach due to the skills he's getting from the modules.
I have learned a lot because I know what a child is now. At first I thought even to be a child, I have to talk myself, he has to get everything from me. I've learned to listen to a child now. I too should learn from the children.
At the graduation, which was held at Mindolo Ecumenical Foundation St. Francis Square, where 135 social workers graduated, REPSSI Country Director was happy for the organization to have trained a well-networked social workforce with different professional background. The students were drawn from 6 districts, which included Lundazi, Kafue, Mongu, Katete, Kaoma, and Ruangwa.
This development, ladies and gentlemen, is coming from at the backdrop of numerous challenges that our country and communities and families are faced with, most of which affect the health, growth, and development of young people in this country. Each day we turn to read the news, we are greeted with headlines that reinforce the hopelessness of fear, violence, adverse poverty, neglect, early marriages, and rampant teenage pregnancies, and I think the story is well known. This story is coming to be associated with a society that we live in, a society that is unsafe, a society that is insecure and uncaring for the betterment of this country. It is with this background that REPSSI, as Maria said, working together with its partners such as the University of KwaZulu-Natal, UNICEF SRO, and Mindolo Ecumenical Foundation, took an initiative to support in enhancing that capacity so that we are able to respond to the different challenges both at community and at district level. REPSSI has further partnered with different line ministries, government departments, UN agencies, and other NGOs so as to be able to do this systematically as we try to reinforce the skill set that are available in this country.
The University of KwaZulu-Natal Dean's Assistant from the School of Applied Human Sciences was one of the speakers at the ceremony.
It is incumbent on every graduate to put something back into the community and society that has sustained them. This can be done in a number of ways. For instance, by contributing financially towards bursaries and scholarships that enhance the life chances of children and youth from disadvantaged communities, by facilitating mentorships and traineeships in the companies we work in, by usual social investment programs in the interest of poorer communities, or by impacting the skills you have acquired through your personal involvement in running workshops or other skills development programs.
Mindolo Executive Director also represented his institution.
We thank REPSSI for partnering with MEF all this time. We have valued your partnership with us, and we pray that this partnership continues. We thank KwaZulu University for partnering with MEF through REPSSI. May this partnership continue. To the graduates, today is just a graduation, but after graduation, you're supposed to go and put to practice what you have learned.
Reverend Canon Thomas was guest of honor at the event, which was characterized by local entertainment.
In an era when institutions of hope and trust, such as family, church, protection agencies, and schools, fail in providing hope and trust, you will hear voices of the children and youth crying out in confusion of an identity crisis. It is in such an environment that REPSSI empowers practitioners. I believe courses such as this should not only deal with the empowerment and protection of children and youth, but also the responsibility of children and youth.
Over 5 million children are currently being reached by REPSSI partners in countries where they are operating. With such initiatives, families and communities' ability to nurture, protect, and empower children will be strengthened.